Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the most gripping true crime stories from around the world. Today, we're delving into the tragic and heartbreaking story of Jessica Patel, a pharmacist who was brutally murdered by her husband Mitesh Patel. This shocking crime took place in Middlesbrough and sent ripples through the community. Jessica Patel's story is a harrowing tale of deception, betrayal, and the ultimate quest for justice. Jessica Patel was a kind-hearted and dedicated pharmacist, known for her warm personality and commitment to her community. Born in the UK to Indian parents, Jessica grew up in a loving environment and pursued a career in pharmacy, driven by a desire to help others. She married Mitesh Patel, and together they ran a local pharmacy, seemingly building a successful life. Jessica pursued a degree in pharmacy at De Montfort University, and then continued her studies at the University of Manchester De Montfort University. She reconnected with Mitesh, an old friend from secondary school with whom she had briefly been close before they lost touch. Their reunion as adults felt destined, as they shared many similarities in personality and family background. Mitesh, a calm and reserved man, also studied pharmacy and came from a large Hindu family, much like Jessica's. They often spent hours talking on the phone without getting bored, always showing care and listening to each other. Jessica's room was filled with stuffed animals gifted by Mitesh, symbols of his warmth and affection. Being a dreamer, Jessica was easily swept away by Mitesh's gentle and warm treatment. Not long after reconnecting, Jessica's mother fell seriously ill and later passed away, marking one of the most challenging times in Jessica's life. During this difficult period, Mitesh stood by her, offering support and a strong shoulder to lean on. After this experience, Jessica realised that Mitesh was the man she wanted to marry, and they wed in July 2009. Mitesh and Jessica hosted a grand wedding with hundreds of guests attending to bless the young couple. The ceremony took place in a picturesque garden, marking the first time a wedding in their Hindu community had attracted such a large number of guests, approximately 600. This significant event was a testament to the strong love and inseparable bond between Jessica and Mitesh. After marrying, Mitesh persuaded Jessica to move to Middlesbrough, a city over an hour's drive away. Initially hesitant because her entire family lived in Leeds and she did not want to live far from them, Jessica eventually agreed to follow her husband. Both Jessica and Mitesh were born into well-off families, so shortly after their marriage, they bought a large house in one of the most affluent and beautiful areas in Linthorpe. They didn't stop there. The young couple also purchased a pharmacy on Roman Road, a bustling area in the region. The business flourished, leading them to hire more staff and upgrade the shop. Nearly everyone in the area knew the pharmacist couple for their friendliness and likability. Jessica and Mitesh's life was almost picture perfect at this point. The only thing missing from their family was a child. Having grown up in a large family, Jessica always dreamed of becoming a mother. However, achieving this was not easy for them. After many years of trying, they still could not experience the joy of parenthood. Like many other couples facing fertility challenges, they resorted to in vitro fertilization (IVF) to conceive. Unfortunately, Jessica and Mitesh were plagued by misfortune throughout their journey to have a child. After 3 different IVF attempts and hundreds of consultations, the results were still unsuccessful. The cycle of hope and disappointment had a significant impact on their mood, leaving them deeply saddened and distressed, but they never gave up. Their relentless persistence eventually brought a glimmer of hope in 2018 on their 4th attempt, when the doctor announced that they had successfully fertilized 3 embryos and the chances of success were very high. Joy overwhelmed Jessica and she immediately called her sister, sharing her happiness and intuition about the promising outcome. Jessica's long-held dream of becoming a mother was about to become a reality. However, unimaginably, just a few weeks later, her beautiful dream was shattered by a tragedy that no one could have anticipated. To outsiders, they appeared to have a normal, happy marriage. Friends and family often describe Jessica as caring and devoted, always putting others before herself. On the evening of May 14, 2018, Jessica Patel was found dead in her home on the avenue in Middlesbrough. Her body was discovered by emergency responders after Mitesh Patel made a frantic 999 call.
Police emergency. Oh, hiya. I think we've been burgled and my wife's been attacked.
Where about? What's the address?
We're on number 35, the Avenue in Middlesbrough, Linthorpe.
Right, is that where your wife is now?
Yeah, well, I've just come home. I was just out. I went to get something to eat and see the lads at work and get my laptop. And I've just come home and the house is ransacked. And she's just on the floor. She's got duct tape all over her and she's like unconscious.
Right.
Shall I take off her?
Can she breathe?
Well, no, because
take the duct tape off her then.
Please, can you send someone?
Yeah, I am. Can I take your name, please?
My name's Mitesh.
Okay.
I can't get it off her.
I'm going to get someone straight out, okay?
How long will they be?
I'm going to get them travelling on blue lights and we're going to get an ambulance straight out as well. Okay. You said is your wife breathing? Can you feel her pulse?
I can't feel anything. Her hands are really cold.
How long have you been out of the house?
About an hour.
What's your wife called, please?
Jessica.
Listen, we've got police travelling down now. Okay? We've got police travelling down now.
Yeah, I've got the duct tape off her. It was on her legs, like by her ankles, and on her arms, tied, like she's been tied up. But her hands are really cold.
Are there any marks on her at all?
Well, I can see marks on her neck, like a really dark neck.
She's been tied up by her hands.
Yeah.
And also tape around her legs.
Yeah.
And marks around her neck.
Yeah. She's got like blood on her nose and like stuff dripping out onto the floor.
And she's non-responsive.
No, Jess, come on, baby, wake up.
We've got Mitesh. Listen to me, please.
Baby, wake up.
We've got an ambulance coming. They're travelling on blue lights as well. Okay. And we've got.
Will you ring my dad, please?
There's nobody on scene, is there, Mitesh?
No, there's nobody here.
Nobody.
In the house.
Okay. What room are you? Okay, listen. The police are outside. Can you let the police officers in?
Miss Jessica.
I'll leave her with you, okay, Mitesh? I'll leave you with the police officers. Okay.
Claiming that burglars had broken into their house and killed Jessica. She had been strangled with a plastic bag, a brutal and horrifying act that left the community in shock. Mitesh's account of the events was immediately suspicious to the investigators. Detectives from Cleveland Police launched an intensive investigation. They soon found inconsistencies in Mitesh Patel's story. Surveillance footage from their home's CCTV system showed Mitesh staging the scene to look like a burglary. Further digging into Mitesh's background revealed a shocking and premeditated plan. For months, he had been searching online for methods to kill his wife and make it look like an accident or a burglary gone wrong. Additionally, he had taken out life insurance policies on Jessica worth over £2 million, revealing a financial motive behind the crime. Mitesh Patel's motive for the murder was complex and rooted in his personal life. Despite being married to Jessica, Mitesh was in a secret relationship with Dr. Amit, who lived in Australia. Mitesh, who was openly gay within his private circles, saw Jessica as an obstacle to his plans for a future with Amit. He envisioned using the life insurance payout to start a new life abroad with his lover. This revelation painted a picture of a man willing to go to any lengths to achieve his desires, including the cold-blooded murder of his wife. The trial of Mitesh Patel began in November 2018. Prosecutors presented a wealth of evidence that painted Mitesh as a manipulative and deceitful individual. Key evidence included text messages and emails between Mitesh and Amit where he expressed his frustrations and detailed his plans. The prosecution also highlighted his internet search history, which included searches for how to kill your wife and how to make a murder look like a burglary. Friends and colleagues of Jessica testified about her character and the nature of her marriage, providing a stark contrast to Mitesh's portrayal. On December 5, 2018, the jury found Mitesh Patel guilty of murder. The judge during sentencing described Mitesh as a self-obsessed, cold and calculating liar. He was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum term of 30 years. This verdict brought some measure of justice to Jessica's grieving family and sent a strong message about the consequences of such heinous crimes. Jessica's death had a profound impact on her family and the local community. Her parents and sister, who had been very close to her, were devastated by her loss. Friends and neighbours were in shock, unable to comprehend how someone so kind and gentle could meet such a violent end. In the wake of the tragedy, the community came together to remember Jessica, holding vigils and memorial services to honour her memory. The tragic story of Jessica Patel is a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of domestic violence and betrayal. It highlights the importance of recognising the signs of abuse and manipulation, and the need for support systems for those in toxic relationships. Domestic violence can often be hidden behind closed doors, but stories like Jessica's emphasise the need for vigilance and intervention. Additionally, the Q Crime channel offers numerous other captivating cases for you to explore. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated with Q Crime Story videos every day. Farewell for now, and we eagerly anticipate your presence in our future videos.